Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at the project tree here, and also then looking at how this is used in reporting as well, and look at the different reporting features that we have. So first of all, if you look at your tree, you have, if you look at the buttons above the tree, you have the options for adding different design sets into there, also duplication of existing design sets. You can also duplicate from individual designs in each one of the subcategories. Now, the actual tree itself is important because when you add a building in and then calculate the wind load on that building, for all the design sets placed underneath the tree, that wind loading is then brought into the through into those design calculations. So then you can use the wind loading wizard. If you add a separate design outside of this building, then they are not subject to that, and you don't have that option. Now, when you're doing your tree, what I find is helpful is to add a dummy setting. So I'm just going to add a purling setting here and call it dummy, or I suppose you could call it blank. Now, this is to help out with reporting. Where you want to locate this is at the beginning of your subgroups. The way you can do this is by moving the other subgroups up and reordering them until this is at the top. Now we're going to go to the report and I'll show you how that's used. So if we just focus on the main building, turn off these subsets for now. So we've got the main building. I'm going to turn on the other rail sets for there. But the reason I've put this blank section in here is because now we can highlight that. We can insert commentary. So we can add that in. It will appear underneath this section. The reason I've put the blank in there is because actually this appears at the end of the section. So if you want to add a note in about the valley snowdrift, you add it in at this point here. When you generate the report, it is before the valley snowdrift design, and you can keep going through there so forth. You can add them into the previous section so that they appear in the right order within the design report. So here we're going to add in a snapshot. Again, we're going to add that in there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll delete that one and we'll insert a snapshot, but we'll choose the valley snowdrift one that we took. We'll save that one. Then we'll also insert another snapshot to the other valley snowdrift. Save. Now, when we generate the report, it will have the main building information and the wind loading. It'll have a blank section, so we can turn that off, and then so that will not appear in the report. And then it will have the note, the screenshots, and then it will go into the valley snowdrift design. I'm going to turn off the other section, so the report will only have the sections you've highlighted in, and you can get a feel for it. So we'll turn on load combinations. I'll have a look. You see the reports popped up. You've got the main building analysis of the wind. As you come down, and this is the design note. It does not say very much, but it is prior to the next design set, valley design set. You can see a screenshot from the snow load, drift loads, screenshot from the results, combinations, and then here is your actual valley check, which is showing the locations and spacings of the purlins which you've designed. So by having these, having a dummy or a blank section there, you don't have to include it actually printed into the report. You just uncheck it. You can then go through here. You'd add any notes and snapshots for your purling design, and then likewise you keep going down, adding in the information that you need. Thank you.